Welcome to Pete and Hannah's Watchlist. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hello, people.
Hannah, we're here today for AFI Top 100 10-Year Revisited. But before we begin, let us tell the viewers and the listeners what they should do.
Could you, pretty please, leave a like and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe.
Leave a comment down below. Your feedback on the show, thoughts, feelings, comments, queries, all of that jazz are welcomed in our comments below.
Hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one.
That's right.
Including What's Next, the show where we help you figure out what to watch next. Fantastic Four, First Steps. Now.
Controversial.
It got heated yesterday.
It got heated. I think I like it.
Well, we didn't do it on purpose.
No, I think
we're not doing it for like clicks or anything, but it got heated.
You don't like it and you want better movies. I like it, but I know it's a bad movie.
I don't want better movies.
You said, I wish everything could be like Sinners. Sinners is like a Ryan Coogler movie in a world of trash. You know, like you don't.
I just.
It's a diamond in the rough.
I just want more. Anyway.
I know
But anyway, so
we did Superman. It was good.
Like it took us a while to make up, but we made up.
Sure. Sure.
We were pretty. As soon as we stopped recording, we stopped recording, we were over it.
Yeah, because we were kind of like, we'll see it again. Like we have a bad issue of seeing movies again.
Yeah,
just,
I don't think we like Mission Impossible, but we keep seeing that.
Dude, we have an addiction. It's really bad.
Yeah, we do.
We might have to go get help.
Let's get on to today's show, and we're going to talk about a better movie.
Oh,
well, that's what it says on this list. AFI Top 100 10-Year Revisited.
Well respected.
Movie number 17.
Tell
The
me.
Graduate. Have you seen this before, Hannah?
No, I've never seen this movie.
I've seen this many times. It's one of my favourites. It is.
Yes.
We own a digital copy.
Yep.
Not on any streaming services, because I think it's owned by French. It's run by the Canal Group. So
yeah, I have seen it. It's
been
been on TV a couple of times here in Australia, but I've just never watched it personally. So.
Elevator pitch. When Benjamin Braddock comes home from college, he starts an affair with a friend of his parents. But it all goes crazy when he falls in love with her daughter.
What a crazy movie.
Directed by Mike Nichols, which had on this list before for Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yep.
Screenplay by Calder Willingham and Buck Henry, both noted playwrights. It's based on The Graduate by Charles Webb. Mm-hmm. He gave up the rights pretty cheaply, and he really regretted it.
Yeah.
So Lawrence Terman, he produced the flick. Mm-hmm. Cinematographer is Robert Surtees. We've had him on the list before for Ben-Hur. Mm. Sam Osteen, we had him on the list for Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Yeah.
Music, the songs were by Paul Simon. Adele Grissom did the score.
Yeah, and sung by Simon Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel were the group. Because Paul Simon was
I know, but I meant...
Art Garfunkel did the singing, yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
It did... Hey, when it came up, it actually said Simon and Garfunkel.
What's the band?
Yeah, I know. It just...
That's the performance, but it was written by Paul Simon.
Yes, it was.
Garfunkel was just the...
He was just the guy.
front guy. Distributed by Embassy Pictures. And the production company was Lawrence Terman's production company. The release date was December 20th, 1967. Mm-hmm. The running time was 106 minutes. The budget for this movie was $3 million. And it was a huge box office success. Let's talk about 67. Okay?
Oh, the year.
We've had a few movies on this list already.
Yep.
For 67, so we'll go through the list again.
Yeah.
So we had Camelot, Jungle Book, Thoroughly Modern Millie, You Only Live Twice, which is a James Bond movie. To Sir with Love.
Oh.
Valley of Dolls, which is a famous book, starred Elizabeth Taylor. The Dirty Dozen, Bonnie and Clyde, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and The Graduate was the top grossing movie of this year. Graduate was a huge success at the box office.
Yeah.
Huge success at the box office. And critically acclaimed as well. So it's a twofer. Cast, Anne Bancroft, who's top star, as Mrs. Robinson. Dustin Hoffman as Benjamin Braddock. Catherine Ross for Elaine Robinson. William Daniels as Mr. Braddock. Murray Hamilton as Mr. Robinson. Elizabeth Wilson as Mrs. Braddock. Okay, so Anne Bancroft, married to Mel Brooks, won an Academy Award for The Miracle Worker. wasn't there to receive their award. Her friend Joan Crawford received it for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, great actress. She's fantastic in this film. Dustin Hoffman, we've had on the list a couple of times.
Yeah.
All the President's Men, Tootsie, and
Midnight Cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy. Dustin Hoffman,
Famous
one of the
for
best.
Hook.
For sure. Catherine Ross, we've already had on this list before, and she was in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. William Daniels as Mr. Braddock. William Daniels is the voice of Kit
Oh, from Knight Rider?
from Knight Rider.
Oh my
He was
God,
also
that
in
can't.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Murray Hamilton, we've seen him on the list as well. He was in a little movie I like to call Jaws.
Not so little.
What's that little? The Mayor. Probably one of the most evil
Yeah,
characters.
the
of all
mayor.
time.
The dumbest character alive.
Elizabeth Wilson, Mrs.
Yeah.
Braddock. She played Ross in 9 to 5.
Oh, yeah.
She also played
Yeah.
Uncle Fester's, before he knew it, mother in Addams Family.
Oh.
There you go.
Whoa. Yeah.
Nichols was the first choice for Mrs. Robinson, but not too many studios wanted to give him a go. But Lawrence Terman fought hard. He had some really distinct ideas for cast. He actually wanted the French actress Jeanne Moret to play Mrs. Robinson because, that French culture, the older woman to train younger men in the sexual matters.
The desire, yeah.
The producer really wanted Doris Day. Doris Day famously turned it down because she
Doris
didn't...
Day would never do that.
Yep.
That's a different movie.
She wrote in her memoirs that it was not something that she
would never do, but
yeah.
I would love her, but she'd never
You know
do
who
that
really
one.
wanted this movie?
I love
Ava
her.
Gardner.
Of course.
Actually had a
That makes a lot of sense too.
meeting with Mike Nichols. And the first thing she said to Mike Nichols was, I don't strip for anyone.
Well, okay, well.
Shelley Winters, Ingrid Bergman, Eva Marie Saint, all rumoured. Patricia
famous,
Neal,
yeah.
Susan Hayward, Deborah Kerr, Rita Hayworth,
Oh, wow, yeah.
Geraldine Page, all considered for Mrs. Robinson.
I guess they don't. Yeah, well, when you say that list, I don't know if most of them would strip
Well,
the way that.
Anne
famously.
Bancroft doesn't either, so we'll go into that.
Oh.
Anne Bancroft, notably only 6 years older than Dustin Hoffman and 8 years older than Catherine Ross. Even Mr. Braddock is only 10 years older than Dustin Hoffman in this movie as well.
Yeah.
The key why he did that was he wanted someone that was young enough to seduce Dustin Hoffman.
Yep.
Yeah. Dustin Hoffman was cast in Mel Brooks's film The Producers, but he saw the script and he wanted to do the movie The Graduate. Mel Brooks, married to Anne Bancroft, said, okay, you can go for this part in The Graduate, knowing that he would never get the role, but he actually ended up getting it.
Wow. Sure, buddy.
He actually, like Catherine Ross said, not in a million years am I going to go for a guy like this. He's like 3 foot tall. He's so unkempt. This is going to be a disaster. And like when he turned up for the audition, they actually thought he was like the window washer. Yeah.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman can look like that.
But he chose him for the film because he was looking for someone that could play that awkwardness. And Dustin Hoffman did it.
He does play that awkwardness.
There was a lot of anti-Semitism back then.
Oh.
A lot of it now.
Yeah, not much has
And
changed.
a lot of people called Dustin Hoffman big-nosed.
Oh.
And he had a nasal voice and it was quite annoying. That's what they said in the critics.
Oh, well.
It's pretty annoying.
That
You know, he was made famous for this role.
Yes.
But he was poor because he only made $20,000 from this movie. Only made $4,000. He actually was receiving unemployment benefits when this movie became big.
Oh, that's happened before. Yeah, wow.
He was
Yeah.
his roommate, Gene Hackman.
Oh, my God.
And you know why that's important? Because Gene Hackman was actually cast as Mr. Robinson.
Oh, really?
They did and Mr. Robinson, Gene Hackman was slightly older than Anne Bancroft, so it actually works. And
That's a different movie.
he was in the movie, and they were roommates,
Wow.
Hackman and Hoffman.
That is crazy.
and he got kicked off the picture. It was one of his biggest regrets, but it worked out okay for him. He picked up Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting nominated for Best
Oh my God. Yeah.
Supporting Actor. Same year. Before Hoffman was cast, Robert Redford, Charles Grodin were among top choices. I could see Charles Grodin do it. Candice Bergen was tipped to be Elaine at one stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harrison Ford auditioned for Benjamin Braddock.
Whoa.
The guy that they chose for Hoffman's role was Burt Ward, but he had to turn it down because he got the Batman series.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
A lot of other rumoured parts was Ronald Reagan was considered for Mr. Braddock as well.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Ooh.
Getting a film made, as I said before, was really difficult. Thurman said that every studio turned the project down. They read the book and they hated it, and no one thought it was funny. He then contacted producer Joseph E. Levine, and he said he would finance the film because he was associated with Nichols on the play The Knack. So Nichols, as we talked about in
Who's Afraid?
famous Broadway director.
Yeah.
And because he heard Elizabeth Taylor specifically wanted Nichols to direct her in Virginia Woolf, so that's worked. With financing assured, Nichols suggested Buck Henry as a screenwriter, although Henry's experience had mostly been improvised comedy. Nichols said to Henry, "I think you can do it," and Nichols paid him $15,000, and he was going to receive 1/6 of the profits. Worked out really well for him, actually.
Actually, that's great.
The quality of the cinematographer, it was Oscar winner Robert Surtees.
Yeah.
And Surtees said that he had worked on movies since 1920s, and he had learned everything that he was able to do on this job because he knew Mike was going to be a young director, and he wanted more from this picture than most people. And it was good that he had that because it actually really works. His cinematography in this is elite.
It is almost, it's so good. It actually gives the film some like class, or not class, but like gravitas,
Class.
like something different.
Love it.
To add some flavor, because the subject matter is, oh man,
Definitely looks better than Superman. The film boasted the profile of folk rock duo Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Originally, Nichols and Osteen, which is the editor, used their existing songs as Sound of Silence, merely as a pacing device for the editing, until Nichols decided to substitute original music that would be effective. So Peter Bart in Variety wrote in 2005 that they made a deal with Simon for 3 songs, and they knocked back a couple of the songs, and then Simon was too busy touring, and he said, "Oh, why don't you have this song? It's called Mrs. Roosevelt." And then Nichols said, "Hey, it's not called Mrs. Roosevelt anymore. It's called Mrs. Robinson."
And that works.
The critics originally met this movie with praise, calling it the funniest film of the year. Roger Ebert said in Chicago Sometimes.
From that year.
But Ebert retracted this previous praise later, noting that as time passed, he felt that he had more sympathy for Mrs. Robinson than Benjamin, who he considered an insufferable creep. You're not wrong.
Oh, no, you're not wrong.
Viewing one sympathy of Mrs. Robinson as disdainful attitude towards Ben as a function of aging and wisdom. Life critic Richard Sheckle, we've had it on the list before, starts out to satirize the alienated spirit of modern youth, and does uncommon brilliance for its first up, but it ends up selling out with its very spirit the creators intended to make fun of. It's a shame they were halfway to something wonderful when they skidded on a patch of greasy kid stuff. Yikes.
Oy.
My personal favourite, Pauline Kael, she wondered how could you convince them, younger viewers, that a movie that sells innocence is a very commercial piece of work when they're so clearly in the market to buy innocence. Man, people are narky, eh?
Yeah.
This movie was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, Best Screenplay, Best Cinematographer, and only had one win, and that was Mike Nichols for Best Direction. That's the only time in history that's happened, and it's happened since, only once, and that was Power of the Dog, Jane Campion in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go through some of the winners. We've done this before, but some of the winners of that year. Best Picture actually went to The End of the Night, which is on this list.
Great.
Bonnie and Clyde was nominated, Dr. Dolittle was nominated, The Graduate, and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Okay, the great Mike Nichols beat. I will say Hal Ashby won for In the End of the Night for editing, and our boy Sam O'Steen wasn't even nominated, so that was pretty shameful. I thought the editing of this movie was actually quite good. Mike Nichols beat Arthur Penn for Bonnie and Clyde. He beat Stanley Graham for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. He beat Richard Brooks for In Cold Blood, and he did Norman Jewison for In the Heat of the Night. Man, this directing is brilliant. Costume design went to Camelot.
Of course.
Cinematography went to Bonnie and Clyde. Man, I think Robert Surtees.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Robert Surtees actually was nominated for 2 awards. Maybe that's what cost him the victory. He was nominated for Dr. Dolittle as well.
Ooh.
Art direction went to Camelot. Best supporting actress went to Estelle Parsons, who beat Catherine Ross.
Yep.
Catherine Ross was pretty good in this movie, I might say. Anne Bancroft was amazing in The Graduate, but got beaten by Katharine Hepburn for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Yeah.
And George Kennedy won for Cool Hand Luke, beating our man Gene Hackman. And Rod Steiger won for Eden Here the Night. We've seen Rod Steiger also On the Waterfront. He beat Dustin Hoffman, Paul Newman, Spencer Tracy, and Warren Beatty. I think Steiger was probably lucky to win that one, but
he's lucky. But I
don't think Dustin Hoffman should have won the award for. He's won plenty of awards and he deserved it. Reaction to this film recently, Rotten Tomatoes 87, Letterboxd 4.1, and IMDb 8. Man, this movie's been in pop culture for ever since it came out.
Oh my god, so much.
There's a famous movie called The Player in 1992. Robert Altman, satire of Hollywood, and Buck Henry plays himself. And he pitches a sequel where it's a parody of the movie, and he says that Ben and Elaine are living in a haunted house, and Mrs. Robinson is living in an attic. That's a cool idea for a film.
That's a creepy film.
There was the 2005 movie A Rumour Has It, which was directed by Rob Reiner, and that starred Jennifer Aniston, Kevin Costner, Shirley MacLaine, Mark Ruffalo.
I have heard of this one.
And it was based on Jennifer Aniston's character meeting the real Benjamin Braddock, who had an affair with her mum.
Oh my god, that's such an insane thing. That's like the same thing as Superman Returns. What do you mean? You're just making up fan fiction to go a sequel.
That's 100%.
Sequel bait.
Charles Webb wrote a sequel to this, but he couldn't release it because Canal had the rights. So
that sucked.
It was called Homeschool. So it was released in 2007. Haven't much about it. Every Thursday on the channel we do a segment called Hot Take, and it's called Clickbait.
Ooh.
And last week we talked about the best reboots of a franchise. And let's go to our hot take. Hannah, your hot take for The Graduate?
My hot take is that I couldn't believe watching this for the first time that the character of Benjamin, Dustin Hoffman's character, is exactly the same as Ross Geller from Friends and as Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother, even like other characters in sitcoms where you have like kind of a weirdly like attractive but like kind of off-putting, nerdy romantic guy who loves the chase.
Yeah.
And, you know, women fawn over him and he's like a bit weird, but then he just gets in his head and he thinks he's the ladies' man and becomes obsessive. And I couldn't believe that.
Did you actually like the character Benjamin Braddock?
I like the character only because I know a lot of people hate Ted Mosby.
Yeah.
I love Ted Mosby. Because
don't you think it's funny that you despise Woody Allen, who plays...
I hate Woody Allen.
Exactly
no,
the same
that's
character.
An awful character. There's a distinct difference.
There's no difference.
There is. You know why? Because that is just an awful human being that shouldn't exist. Whereas
a lot of people say Benjamin Braddock's an awful human being.
I think he is, but he's also manipulated as well in this movie,
Yeah.
which is the same as a lot of other characters. But yeah, like that kind of like romantic, loves the chase, but as soon as he gets the girl, he's kind of like, what am I doing next? Like, it's that really funny. It's really funny. It's also, you're like, when you take a step back, you're like, that is so dementedly wrong.
Yeah.
But it's actually quite, that's why I see this movie when I was watching it, a disaster movie.
Oh,
it's
a horror movie.
Same as Ted's love life and Ross's love life. Like,
Yeah.
the poor women that exist in his circle, like, he basically wrecks their lives. You go on.
That's where they got this movie. It's
a disaster movie and I love it.
My hot take is that Anne Bancroft and Dustin Hoffman are two of the most evil characters in cinema history.
Oh, both evil?
Both of them.
Yeah, you are right. She's
Catherine Ross plays Elaine. She is so screwed up by, one, her mum, by two, this guy.
She's a little mother's daughter.
She has no hope.
She's a little mother's daughter because when he tries to he's like being really weird and making advances to her, and she's kind of going, yeah, okay, because her mum's so messed up. It must have gone to her because her mum isn't perfect, and so you're right. You're right when you say they're both evil. Yeah,
I think, and like in the take where she's the only evil one, that's a hot take because Benjamin Braddock is.
Oh no, he's evil.
Purely evil, and the fact that she's just pure jealous of her daughter, that she knew that Benjamin would fall in love with her daughter. That's why he forbid her.
Because it's a younger version of her.
She forbid him to go see 100%.
Yeah. And she, forbid him. But, like, she wouldn't tell him, like, she was manipulating him.
Like, I know.
Like, even to her bed. Like, she...
I know Catherine Ross is... I don't know.
Not a perfect
plays
character?
Elaine, and so it's not...
I mean, she could have said
she's
no,
not
but
like,
she chooses.
she's so silly, she's so vapid. But I think she has this character with so much heart. She's getting screwed over by so many different people.
Even her dad.
You actually fall in love with her. You actually fall in love with her.
She's the innocent lamb in the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
But this is a very haunted movie, and I think
this movie is so good.
But it's so funny.
Yeah, it is very funny. Let's get into scene breakdown. Let's start the Pete and Hannah's review. Let's start with Benjamin arriving. He looks downtrodden. And then we get the Sounds of Silence playing.
Oh my God, it's such a good song.
So good.
And the way he looks in the scene.
And then he's sort of happy to see his parents, but then when he gets back home, he's depressed. He doesn't know what to do. His dad wants him to come downstairs. Everyone's here, as soon as he goes downstairs, everyone's patting on the back. You get like
telling him
people saying, plastic, get into plastic, go. Like he's a track star. He's a medal winner for being the smartest. He's a valedictorian. Like he is, everyone's popular
he's
guy.
Got all the way.
He just does not. He's given a Alfa Romeo. He's
great car.
Great car,
but he has no idea about himself and what he wants to do.
Yeah, he is completely lost. And then we're introduced to Mrs. Robinson. And Ben is having a panic attack. He's
gone to his room.
Yeah. She asked for a lift. She asked for a light. Then, you're a track star.
Smoke.
Yeah, you don't smoke. And then she goes, oh, can you give me a lift home? He goes, oh, no, you can just borrow my car. And do you know how to drive a European stick shift? And
she shakes her head.
She shakes her head and goes, okay, I'll drive you home. And then she just chucks the keys at him and it goes into the fish tank.
And he has to fish them out. So funny
stuff. She tells him thank you for the lift. He has to go around and open the door because you're coming inside.
Oh, I can't go in when the lights aren't on. It feels weird.
So she tells him to come in, offers him a drink.
Though.
She plays she's
playing music.
Playful music. And then his first line to her is, I'm very neurotic.
Oh, yeah, and you can tell.
Yeah. And then she goes to him, oh, I'm an alcoholic. And this is when you get the famous scene.
Oh, my God.
It's the leg in the air.
The leg in the air, the camera is panned underneath it.
Straight through, and you just see Dustin Hoffman looking like,
He's, shocked, and he's like,
are you trying to
Mrs. Robson, are you trying to seduce me?
Yeah, famous line.
And she's like playing it back to him.
No, of course not.
And then
he's like so apologetic. And then they go up to Elaine's room because, she wants to show him Elaine.
Come see the portrait.
She starts undressing. He's freaking out. Yeah. He runs out of there. And then she says, "Can you bring me my purse?" And then he goes, No, here it is, your purse,
That is such a
come
funny
down.
scene.
And like, he's so funny in this scene. And then brings the purse up. He's so wide-eyed at this stage. Like, he's so wide-eyed. He does not know what to do. He wants out of there.
She's butt naked.
Yeah.
And he is just... He can't stop looking,
and
though.
the way they're, like, shooting this, like, you're giving glimpses of,
nudity.
Of her,
yeah.
Like, she's completely nude. In the commentary for the DVD, which we've got a lot of the research for this movie, Dustin Hoffman reported that Bancroft was contracted not to do any topless scenes. And so they got a person from a strip club at the Sunset Strip, and then she was standing for the top bits, and then there was another standing for the bottom bits. So there you go.
Wow, two different people.
Out of nowhere, Mr. Robinson comes home and... Benjamin, he bolts,
and he sits back at the bar.
Yeah,
like he's never gone upstairs.
Mr. Robinson says, "You should date our daughter," and then Mrs. Robinson has already told Benjamin that you can call me anytime for an affair,
basically,
and I will come. Ben gets a scuba suit for 21st, which is totally weird.
This is a weird scene, I will say, the weirdest scene.
Yeah,
no
context.
context.
At the bottom of the pool,
Yeah.
It's a weird scene.
Kind of like when he has a fish tank and then you have like little figurines at the bottom. He just sits there.
That's what it's a good metaphor.
Everyone's cheering him on and he's just sitting there at the bottom of the ocean.
So then he goes to the Taft Hotel and he rings Mrs. Robinson and she goes, "I'll be there in an hour." And then when he gets there,
oh my God, he's so awkward.
He's so awkward with like the staff there.
He has no idea what to do.
And then when she gets there, let's go for a drink. And then she orders a martini. And, like, he can't even, like, get someone to get the attention. Like, he just has no forthright.
He is like a person from this day and age that cannot go up to a service worker and ask for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
He's exactly like that.
And then she goes, "Have you got us a room?" And then he goes, "A room?" Like, it's so... yep. Well, I can get a room. Like, he's so awkward. Then he goes to the guy and he says... He names himself Mr. Gladstone. And then he goes, "Have you got any luggage, Mr. Gladstone?" He goes, Yeah, it's in my car. He goes, "Oh, well, I'll send a porter." No.
It's not much.
Yeah, no, it's just a toothbrush. And then he goes he rings Mrs. Robinson from a phone booth, and it's such a cute scene. And then she asks, Have you forgotten something, Benjamin? He goes, "Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for doing this." And he goes, No, you mean the room number. "I'll see you in 5 minutes." And then he goes past the concierge and he's like, "Oh, I've got that toothbrush." Like, just so funny. He goes up to the room and he's getting ready. Sound. He makes his sound.
Yeah.
And the sound is of so much fear. It's just releasing from the boat. He's like, And so she comes in and goes, "Oh, what do you want me to do?" And he goes, "You can just look at me." And then he just folded him up and goes, "Can you get me a hanger?" And then he goes, "Would you like a wooden one or a wire one?" And then just like he's fighting with the hanger. Like, it's just, I don't know, so funny.
And he's lit only the bathroom and then slightly had the drawer charge where everything else is like quite dark in this room. Because he just doesn't know.
So during rehearsals, Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft first encounter in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Bancroft didn't know that Hoffman was going to grab her breasts. Hoffman decided to do it because he reminded him of schoolboys trying to nonchalant grab girls' breasts in the hall and pretend to put their jackets on. When Hoffman did it, director Mike Nichols began laughing, and Hoffman began laughing as well. So Hoffman went to the back of the room and started headbutting the wall, which he does in the movie, to try and stop laughing. And Nichols thought it was so funny it stayed in the movie.
Yeah, because that is funny.
And so then it looks like the affair's not going to go ahead. And
she kind of is toying with him at this point.
Oh,
where she's like, "Well, if you can't do it, if it's your first time, you..." And he's like, "No," he's trying to man up. And it works.
And then
he is like,
so the affair, the affair happens, but you don't see the affair the first time, and then you see the sounds of silence again, and he's in the pool, And as the affair continues, you see glimpses of the affair going for day after day. And his father asks him, what is he doing? You haven't asked out Elaine.
You haven't done anything.
You haven't done anything about,
are you going
what are you
what
doing?
are you doing?
The Robinsons come over. You don't actually see them because the sun is in their eyes. Great use of sun, by the way. And even his mum questions him, and his mum's like wearing like a negligee or something like that. It's like, it's just so weird. He's having a shave because he's ready to go out to see Mrs. Robinson. And his mum asks him, what are you doing? Like, you're doing something dodgy. Don't lie to me.
They all know he's doing something, but that he's being so...
Yeah.
He's not really great at hiding anything.
So then they have like this scene where they've been together for a while, and then they start chatting, and then there's this scene where like he's asking questions about how Elaine came about, why did you get married to Mr. Robinson, and then like there's this bit where, and this is what Mike Nichols wanted to do this, because Anne Bancroft loved the description of Mrs. Robinson saying she was angry for herself for giving away her life for exchange for wealth and security of marrying Mr. Robinson, who was a lawyer, or was going to become a lawyer. And this is the aspect of the book that captured her interest, but also his interest. And when they shot the scene, when they had the discussion about art, Bancroft had forgotten about this, and then Nichols had reminded her, and he thought it was just really important to drive home the point that she had bargained her life away, just like most people do.
The look she has in the scene when he mentions,
it seems to be the great American danger rule in that we bargain away for the experience of being alive for the appearance of it.
Yeah.
And then they get into a huge argument because, Benjamin's laughing to
he makes a joke about getting with Elaine.
Yeah, Elaine got conceived in a Ford. He laughed that, Mr. Robinson had a Ford. And then Mrs. Robinson forbids Benjamin for seeing Elaine. And Benjamin is like, it didn't even enter his mind to see Elaine. Like,
it's a child when he's told, no, you can't have that toy. He wants to play now.
Yeah. And then she's like, no, you're not. And you can definitely tell the like jealousy here. Like
Pure jealousy.
Yeah. And plus you're not right. So like saying you're not right for my daughter, all these little things. And then like this causes then they start getting changed. And then
she kind of apologizes.
She apologizes, but he says one of the nicest things that he says to her, like, I actually look forward to this. This is the only thing in my life that I actually look forward to.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to say that. No, I really mean it. It was like one of the really nicest things that...
Like these two actually had, despite the fact it was just a physical relationship, it was that moment of like... actual, it did mean something.
But she backed over it by saying, make sure you don't go see Elaine. And so then...
The problem being that everyone wants him to go be with Elaine.
Well, the father said, you got to go, and then the mum goes, if you don't want to ask her, I'll get the Robinsons to come over, including Elaine. And that scared the hell out of Ben.
So he goes, want all of them in that room together.
I'm going to ask Elaine out. Mrs. Robinson is pissed.
Oh, she's the most angry I've seen a woman.
Yeah. So he said to her, I'm just going to take her out for a drink and then come home. And he's so mean to Elaine. He takes her to a strip club. He's just so dismissive of her.
He's basically bullying
Elaine
her.
is crying. And then she runs out of the strip club. He chases her down. He kisses her because he doesn't know what to say to her. And then they have a conversation. Then they go to dinner in like a drive-in dinner. And they can't have a conversation because their loud music's playing, so they put the top over, and you don't hear, but like you can see they're fast becoming friends. And so he drives her home, and then he goes, "Oh, it's so early. Let's go for a drive."
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Why don't we have a drink at the Taft Hotel?" And he drives off the road because, "Well, you're right." And then he goes to the Taft Hotel, and everyone calls him Mr. Gladstone. It's very funny.
And everyone knows him.
And then he goes, "I don't know what's going on here." And then goes, she goes, is something going on, Benjamin? And he goes, yeah, I'm having an affair with an older woman, and she's also married, and she has a boy, and I'm over it. It's not going to happen again. And then Elaine goes, I'm glad you're over it, and it makes me glad that you're over it.
I will say she just immediately just agrees to him,
yeah.
But him also just like in his head.
Yeah. Oh, he's just fallen head over heels for her.
But you know why? It's because his relationship with with the mother was just physical.
Yeah.
He wanted to have that conversation. He wanted more talking and physical.
Yeah.
And Elaine is able to give that.
This is both, yeah.
So
he goes to Elaine and says, they have like a nice little chat at the door. He says, I'll come pick you up tomorrow. It's raining. He's humming Mrs. Robinson. Did you notice that when he's driving the car? He's humming it. And like, so he's humming that. He goes in. Mrs. Robinson says, drive the car. And Ben, I told you not to see her. He goes, no, she likes me and I like her. And then he goes, well, I'm going to tell her that we slept together. And then he's so scared, he runs and tells Elaine that the woman that we slept together, and then she sees behind her.
Because both of them, by the way, are drenched in rain.
Yeah.
And so in that moment when he goes and tells Elaine, and the mother pops through and she is also drenched.
And then so there's this scene where she says, goodbye, Benjamin, and then the camera zooms out and they're not even close to each other.
She is like in a corner, it's dark, and she's just the most haunting thing because she's like, I'm going to be the last thing you ever see.
So he's lost. Elaine goes back to Berkeley and he tells his parents he's going to marry Elaine. But he confesses to them that she doesn't. She confesses. He confesses to them that she doesn't like him, and the parents go, "Oh my god!" So he's stalking Elaine.
Yeah,
he goes on the bus with her, follows to the zoo. She comes to confront him at place he's staying.
At his place he's staying at.
And she confronts him with the fact that he R-worded her mum.
Oh yeah. It was like that he assaulted her and he's like, no, that's not what happened.
And then he tells the real story, and then Elaine just screams at the top of her lungs because she doesn't want to hear it. And
all these people come to.
And you know who's at the door? Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh no!
That's his first movie role. Yeah.
Yeah, they all come to the door in defense of a screaming woman. And he's like, no, she's fine. She's just drinking water.
Ben gets kicked out of that boarding house.
Wow.
And then they start having a conversation. And then Elaine goes to him, figure out what you want to do and stay. And that's what she says to him. And then he's like sleeping. And then she comes over. And I don't know if this is a dream or not. It feels like a dream. But she says, will you kiss me? And then they kiss.
Oh my God, this scene is so weird.
And then he says, will you marry me? And she goes, I don't know. And then
because she's kind of promised.
And then
this
she
other
goes,
guy.
yeah. Well, she hasn't said that yet. And he goes, I might. And then he goes, I might. And then they have a conversation. I'll see you tomorrow. And then he's like yells at the top of his lungs, good God, what have I got myself into? Yeah. So he doesn't leave. He doesn't leave. He stays there the entire time. Like he's
just
like
bugging
her. He goes like to this class and he stays at the door and waits for her to come out. He goes, this is not going to work out. And like it's basically because this is my second marriage proposal. And my second marriage proposal, my first one, he said we'd make a good team. And then he's like, make a good team. What are you talking about? That is a dumb answer. And then they have this like they're walking hand to hand back to class. And then she says. He goes, are we getting married? And she goes, maybe we are, maybe we're not.
Yeah,
and
she's toying with him.
She's toying with
weird.
him, but he's loving the chase. Like that's just 100%.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like, I know she's toying with him, but I don't know. It feels.
I think she's also toying with him. My theory is that she's toying with him. She's trying to get out of her parents' thumb. And she knows the best way to do that is to go to the guy that everyone hates.
I just don't feel as negative as what Mrs. Robinson was touring with him and what he was doing.
No, because what she's doing is almost playful.
Yeah.
What he's doing is stalking a woman, and so that's creepy.
Oh, he is totally stalking a woman.
But she's just okay. I get it.
So she kisses him again, and then he goes and buys a ring and buys presents. Gets home and Mr. Robinson's there and he confronts him and says, Mrs. Robinson's divorcing me. This is all your fault. And he goes, well, it doesn't matter. I'm in love with Elaine. No, you're not. I'm going to make sure. So Mr. Robinson leaves and makes sure Elaine leaves. So she leaves school and she writes a note.
Yeah.
And on the note says, Benjamin, this is the best thing for you. And it's not the best thing for her. It's the best thing for you, not for me not to be here. And then you get the song playing.
Oh, the Scarborough.
No. That was early in the,
Oh, yeah.
the movie. And then he drives back and he confronts Mrs. Robinson, which is just a great scene.
Oh, my
and
God.
You go, hello, Benjamin. Just so dry.
And she's like called the police and she's
So
like
so he's chasing her down. So he's running.
trying
He
to
works
find
out that
different
she's
people.
getting married in Santa Barbara. He drops out of a gas station and he pretends to be a priest and he's trying to get information on where the church is. He's driving and the guitar streaming for Mrs. Robinson
is playing throughout.
but it starts to slow down as the car slows down.
Yep.
And then he starts to run. There's really interesting camera techniques in these scenes because Benjamin is running. He's shown running some distance straight to camera, an effect which makes it look like he's getting nowhere as he's running. So this is a technique. It is accomplished with a long photo lens, which foreshadows distance in relation to the camera. And then the other scene is walking from the right side to the left side of the screen, while everyone else in the scene is moving from left to right. It's in Western culture, these things are moving left to right. It seems natural, but it's in the direction of what you'd read on the page. So Benjamin is going the wrong way and getting nowhere in life. And that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And so he runs, he's tapping on the screen.
Yes, he managed to make it to the church and he's...
But she's already got married. And so this is where it's different from the novel. Because in the novel, he stops her before she gets married. But background here, he said it'd be even worse and more shocking if Elaine leaves after she's already been married.
Yeah.
And so...
Which is funny.
Director Mike Nichols was shocked by the suggestion at the first, but then later warmed up to it. And later Henry got cold feet and wanted to change the ending. But Nichols said, no, this works. This really does work.
Because the parents think they've won.
Yeah. And so... He's fighting the father, and then he fights Mrs. Robinson. And everyone's coming at him. He picks up a cross and he's fighting with them. He locks the door, and then they run to a bus, and then they run onto the bus. It's
Go to the back of the bus.
And so there's they're running to the back of the bus, and Mike Nichols inside the Actors Studio in 1994, he was yelling at the cast to laugh, and it was freaking them out, and it actually made them really visible and nervous. And that's the look that you get right at the end.
Yeah, when they
and
all
when
look
Elaine looks at
bus.
him and he is so stone-faced, it's just haunting. It is so haunting.
Yeah, like he only activates when there's a chase, and then he's back to placid guy who doesn't know what to do with his life.
100%. Okay, normally we don't do this, okay? But let's hypothesize here before we go into our reasons to and reasons not to. Do they work out?
No.
No. You don't think there's no chance?
No chance. But
You don't think that she has the power to heal him, or do you think he's unhealable?
I don't think he's unhealable, but he's pretty broken. It's more
He's
so
broken.
I feel like she will try and then realize
she is definitely above him because she is amazing.
Oh yeah, but also you could definitely tell, like, she was being forced to get married to a guy because they didn't want her getting married to a different one.
Yep.
So she's like, all right, I got out of my parents' thumb.
Yeah.
All right, what to do next? You know, she kind of wanted to get out. She's free, and she's with this guy, and she's going to try, but then she's like, this was fun.
You don't think it works out?
I think it's a lot. I think it's just fun for them. I don't know if he makes it into a better person. Because...
Yeah.
Similar to other characters in fiction, like Ross and Ted, they, as soon as they get the girl, they stuff it up.
Maybe he grows up. But not with her.
Yeah, that's what
I don't know. I just think that
it's a cute idea, but I don't think it works long term.
No, I don't think it works long term, but I think they give it a go.
Oh, 100% they give it a go.
Yeah.
And then she realized, oh no, this guy,
he's a bit of a loser.
He's a bit of a loser.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, reasons to see this movie.
Man, it's like...
It's one of the funniest movies on the list.
It's so funny. And I know some people might be awkward by it and feel like it's a bit weird, but the dynamic between these characters just work. I think...
Yeah, it shouldn't work, but it does.
It shouldn't. Like, Anne Bancroft just plays so well in that.
She's so cold in this movie. I love her in this movie.
And, and I think... Other movies make fun of the cougar type. This one I don't think makes... Like, it's not making fun of it because you actually feel sorry for her. And then she then manipulates everyone so she's the victim. And it's a good way of trying to...
So reasons to...
It's just really well made.
This is where I differ with the critics. Like, you know how the critics said, that they get together at the end. But I think that offers more questions them together than...
You mean like the
the critics
Inception, is it reality?
Yeah,
Is it...
because the critics were so negative towards them getting together because it's like a rom-com towards the end. But I think that it offers so many more questions them together.
He literally just starts sitting there and the sound of silence playing.
Yeah.
There's no romantic vibes at all.
It starts with "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Yeah.
Like, just the perfect Ben Affleck meme, isn't it?
It's no romantic. It's more like the guy won the movie, but...
What did he really win?
No one won.
Yeah.
Everyone sucks here. And I love that. I love this kind of disaster rom-com. That's what this is. It really falls into that category.
Reasons not to.
Reasons not to. I feel like if you get uncomfortable by the themes... You know how a lot of people have this deep hatred of Woody Allen?
Yeah.
Deep hatred of like a Ted Mosby type.
Yeah.
And so... For them, when they jump into this movie and watch Dustin Hoffman, he is that type, and a lot of people can go, I don't like that guy.
I agree. I agree. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
But I think
it's a good reason not to.
It's a good reason not to. That why I believe.
And another reason not to is, but there is abrupt cuts in this movie. I think that really works. Like, it doesn't show them getting together. It doesn't show them getting together.
This is really
having
nice.
an affair.
This is really nice shot of him in the pool, and he jumps on the pool floaty, but then it switches to him jumping on Bancroft. It's like a really nice scene.
Does this movie deserve to be on the list?
100%.
It used to be higher. It used to be in the top 10.
I started watching this when I've seen like people do top 4 and they put this in. It makes sense.
Yeah,
why people
100%.
put this in the top
Would
4.
you buy on Blu-ray? 100%.
Yep.
Would you watch this again? Yeah, I watched this multiple times before this one. It's one of the only ones on this list that I've watched multiple times before doing the podcast. I just love this movie. I think it's great. Rating for this one. This is an all-time classic.
All-time classic.
This is 100% a top 20. I think it's you could talk me into top 10.
As you said, you brought up Annie Hall.
Yeah.
You don't need to have Annie Hall when you have The Graduate on this list.
It's a good call. But you know what you need to have on this list.
Because you know why? Annie Hall has really bad, like, even though you love Diane Keaton in that movie.
I love Diane Keaton.
All the women are like, they're like, unfortunately, they're like lesser beings to him. In this movie, I feel like the women hold the power.
Oh, 100%. He is.
And he is just trying to grasp it.
He has no power at all. They control him.
And fascinating.
Hannah, it's a great call what you said about Annie Hall, but you know what it does show? You need When Harry Met Sally on this top 100 list now.
It shows the difference between like a friendship that turns into a sweet romantic love.
Yep, you don't need Annie Hall, you need When Harry Met Sally. Okay.
I respect that.
That's it for today's show. Okay. Next week, good one, Hen. This is a good one.
Up?
Yeah. We're going back to darkness.
Oh, my old friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sunset Boulevard.
Oh.
Movie number 16.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Yep. Yeah. On the top 100 list.
Oh,
so,
my.
yeah, that's going to be good. Tomorrow's movie news, and we're previewing Bright Hard. So that'll be a wee one. That is my lovely co-host, Hannah. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and Pete and Hannah's Watchlist at gmail.com. Until we meet again, it's bye for now.
Bye.